time is right, I'm going to pack my bags and take that journey down the road. Because over the mountains, I see a bright sunshine, and I want to live inside that glow. I want to go to a place where I'm nothing and everything that exists between here and nowhere. I want to go to a place where time has no consequences and the sky opens to my prayers. Welcome to the Angel Channel. Glad to have you with us. I see some hardcores already on the list. Inga, what's up, man? Inga's in Orlando now, man, all the way from Iceland. Yeah, possible. Yeah, looking forward to maybe doing a connection up while she's in Florida. So pretty cool. Natalie, hey, what's up? Spectra, always. CJ, man, happy to see you again. Yeah, Diane, what's up? Tonight's going to be a good one, man. Yeah, don't panic. So before we get started, I just want to thank our sponsors, friedokra.entertainment. Actually, friedokra.tv, Fried Okra Entertainment, our friends Ernie and the crew up at Fried Okra. Thanks for the support, keeping us on, and our newest sponsor, Audrey Asciutto Realty. Man, Audrey's really. I'm just finishing up a really cool spot for her, man, that we'll be running in the show shortly, and just really want to thank her for her support as well. Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple funny stories. My teacher Augie, when I first connected with him, and we were trying to see if we could connect up, I was doing my best to tap dance and try to get accepted, and we're on the phone one day, and Augie goes into this crazy story about this kid, like this news thing he'd read, and this kid, he swam to the bottom of the deep end, and he's sitting on the drain thing, and his guts got sucked out. It was just this really disgusting, horrible story. And I was kind of like, wow, wait a minute. What are you talking to me about here? Next time, told me the same story again. Third time, he started into it again, and I was like, oh, okay, it's the screening process. So I didn't say anything. I just let him go on, and I started adding stuff to it and growing it. And finally, he was just like, wait a minute. You know what's going on, don't you? Yeah, I've known what's going on for a while. And it stayed a really funny story over the years. Kind of one of those myths that grow. Anyway, it's been a pretty crazy energy ocean out there, man, with the lunar eclipse we just had. Super intense energy. We just got bombarded with a G3 solar storm. Like, oh man, super intense. That energy is like, yeah, it's a challenge, man, because it likes to rock my balance like really hard, man. It makes me freak out, and like situations come up. All of a sudden, I'm like, which was the impetus for this show tonight. And we're going to have a bunch of really great tools to add to your toolbox, some of which we talked about before, but we're going to review again and just make sure like you've got a no panic pack. And a couple of those things are going to be some really excellent breathing exercises, one of which we're really going to focus on at the end of the show. And it's going to be about reprogramming like old programs that you have going on. You know, it's called neuroplasticity. And I'll go into detail in a little bit. But one part of that is going to be about rewriting Okay, here's an example. Say like you've been like doing all your affirmations and your spells and everything for abundance, and nothing's happening, and it's not happening because you're not letting it happen, and there are old uh, programs and concepts and beliefs, your belief system, that you've been carrying around with you since a child, and that needs to get rewritten. So we're going to break that up, rewrite some stuff, and cement that into staying around and writing a new program. But anyway, when we get to that point, I'd like to have you guys. When we get to the second stage of that, it's going to be creating a new program. So think of something you've had difficulty like kind of overcoming that seems a little resistant to your manifestation techniques, and have that ready so you don't have to think about it so much when we get to that. Okay. Yeah, I've been doing. Oh, by the way, last week we did that meditation with the lightning, and I got some really good responses to the explanation of the shadow cave that we did the week before that. So I've had some requests for the symbology in the lightning thing as well, and I'm getting ready to do. I'm loading up a Patreon page, and a lot of the stuff I'm going to have on there is extended versions of this too. So I'll have really detailed versions of the shadow meditation and a long version of the shadow meditation up there, as well as lightning. All the ones that we're doing on here, I'm going to be doing full versions of that, the breathing, all of that stuff. So it'll be extended versions, the real meaty end of it, on the Patreon page. So hopefully I'll have that up by next week sometime. So anyway, the lightning meditation. That whole thing was about writing some programs in your astral where you've already seen yourself doing impossible stuff. And the lightning is, you're on top of the mountains. So you're up in the stratosphere, up where you're about to, where there's really nothing above you. And you're calling the storm. So you're using that juice and you're calling the storm and you're in control of the storm and you're bringing lightning and you're connecting to that energy, which is something that you can actually use in your practice, like pulling energy from a super active thunderstorm is one of my favorite things, man. I love that juice so much, that it's just crackly and good. And when you're drawing it with all those negative ions from the thunderstorm approaching, really tasty and delicious. And then the whole concept of you drawing that energy and us being able to pull that in and then project that out. And that's writing that concept and that belief and that possibility in your astral. And then when we got down to the part of like the jewel where for me, that represented my magical abilities and my deepest desire to be my biggest self, learn as much as I can in this physical life, and give it the best shot I had. And so that was also a methodology. Like when I first started doing the rod spin thing, Og gave me like 3 weeks to do it. And I motored through all 3 weeks, just like killing myself, like trying to get it. And it should have gone. And I'm out there the last night and I'm pushing against it. And a little bird came over and landed. This is like 3:00 in the morning, landed on the fence next to me and went cheep, 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 which broke my attention and made me look over at the bird, and the rod started spinning. So really cool. Well, that was an ecstatic moment, but the moments in the 3 weeks before that were not that ecstatic. And I really had to come up with some methodologies to keep my frustration and my skeptic from going, see, I told you couldn't do it. And that's how the whole bulletproof glass thing came up with. And there's methodology in using that symbology too, because you're actually putting physical juice against something, that wasn't just in your mind, that was like physical juice. So the whole process of that meditation was getting you really charged up to be doing some projective stuff. And I have to say, man, I felt really different after the last show, because we're normally in receptive mode and taking it down to like really peaceful stuff, and that was a pretty energetic meditation. So anyway, I hope you use it with clarity and understanding what the symbolisms mean, and start writing those grooves in there. And I was also going to say last week, I used the symbol of a diamond to represent magic to me, and the many infinite different facets of it. If it's something else important to you, put that desire in there and go for it until you get it. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh yeah. Speaking of the shadow scenario, I did some selfies that I was kind of digging deep into my shadow scenario. This synergy that's happening around, especially like with the full moon last night and the waning moon. I've been really diving deep into that shadow area. When you think you have it cleaned out, it just means there's a whole new room down there to go get cleaned out. So anyway, I love doing selfies and like just kind of expressing, like if I'm in a fearful zone or worried or ecstatic or whatever the emotion is, angry or resolute, I try to like encapsulate that emotion and that intense energy. And these are some of my favorites out of some recent grabs. Yeah, here we go. Also, you'll notice that these shots are mirrored. So there's an actual shot like this, and the mirror for that, like when you combine those two halves, it turns into something altogether differently. And I was going to suggest you guys try this. Looking in a mirror is really crazy. Covering your face with half your face with a black card or something, and just really focusing on that side of your face is really interesting. Getting super close to the mirror and looking yourself in the eye and just trying to sink it into your eyes, super good way in. And let's see, I had one more too. Yeah, you can. There's so many easy, quick graphics programs right now. Do a selfie for yourself and crop it in half, flip it over, and you've got a mirror. And super easy to do. And these, like, I don't know, they always tell me stuff about myself. Like each one of these like has some really intense little lesson about them. Yeah. That was an intense day. Yeah, so they start like that. And I use a black fiber optics brush. So like from that, like I trace the black fiber optics brush over my face, and then wave it around and just let go and let my subconscious draw that. Anyway, I wanted to toss that out to you guys and suggest you guys give that a try and see what you come up with. All right. Bear with me here. We're live. All right. So don't panic. you cannot go anywhere these days and not have some panic laden, catastrophic, like, oh my God, everybody's freaking out about everything. And, we're living in this scenario where we're getting bombarded, like the 5G microwaves from internet. Man, we swim in that soup and all kinds of other different waves that affect us on a very real level. The 5G stuff affects our physiology on a very, very real level, as well as affecting your mental state also. Um, but it's just kind of endless. And you turn on the news and there are aliens coming in a probe that are about to get to Earth, and like the sun's blasting us with energy, and politics. And I mean, everywhere you look, there's like a new virus strain. Oh my God. And everything is cataclysmic. Everything's the end of the world. The AI thing, end of the world. Like, all right. So the worst thing that you could possibly do is panic, because from that state of like instant fight or flight fear, you're not making any rational decisions. You're just reacting on instinct, which is most of the time wrong. I first got familiar with the term "don't panic" from a really cool book I saw when I was a teenager. It's called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a really big book, right? And on the back of the book was a big black page in huge letters, block letters, that said, "Don't panic." And you should check out the movie and scope it out. It's pretty good too. And make sure that you always have your towel. You'll get it when you see the movie. So I really kind of took that to heart, and I've tried to work that through my life, and I've gotten better at that as I've gotten older. And I've had a couple of really crazy experiences that highlighted that tremendously. And one of them I'm going to share with you here is kind of a divergence from our usual stuff. For about 4 years, 5 years, I rode around on a tour bus with our production company, and we were doing shows about the motorcycle world, specifically like custom motorcycle builders and like the big rallies like Sturgis. Sturgis is a crazy event. It's a little tiny town in South Dakota that's like 5,000 people. And then for a week in August, like 1 million people come from all over the world to like be bikers for a week. It's a crazy scenario. Anyway, we had a really good relationship with this one guy named Indian Larry, who was just a phenomenal artist, man. And the stuff he did with things like making a whole frame out of chain link and just stuff nobody had ever heard of before. So one of the things that we did in our shows a lot is, after you reviewed somebody's bike, you take them out on the road and get some really great riding shots of it, right? So we're up in Sturgis. Let me see if I can get this here. Hold on. Share screen. And share that. And share that. All right, so we're up in Sturgis. And the guy up in front here is Indian Larry. And the guy in the back is a guy named Paul Cox, both of them super, super talented. And we're doing a riding shot. And these guys were really known for riding down the road at 60 miles an hour and standing up on the motorcycle and surfing on the motorcycle. So I'm going to show you that right now.
Motorcycles. And it's only the last few years that he was really acknowledged. Discovery Channel was all over him like
beautiful bikes. Beautiful from scratch. Yeah, that's us hanging off the back of the bike doing the filming.
And he's hanging out with guys like Billy Lane and
yeah. So here we go,
collaborating to create some of the most unique Indian Larry rides you've ever seen. Now, when Indian Larry builds a bike, it's got to be correct geometry wise. It's got to be able to handle this trick
There's
riding,
a
this stunt
helicopter
riding,
going over the
but he's got
top,
the
which is
fancy
about
stuff
to
too.
blow
Look at
them
the
off the
front ends
bike,
and the gas
right?
tanks and the
So
paint guns.
super cool.
He's got all the flair.
So we got to ride with that guy a whole bunch of times, and one of the last times I got to film him, we were out in another place doing that same thing, and I'm hanging off the back of the bike, man. The camera's about 6 inches from the pavement, and we're rolling, and I look up at Indian Larry, and I see his bike hit a little glitch in the road, and the bike goes all wonky and starts to rock, and all of a sudden, like, Larry's just flopping down on the bike and his feet hit the ground, and I'm like, oh my god, this is just going to be like awful. And he makes a perfect recovery, didn't even sweat, man. We finish filming, we get back, and I'm like, what in the world were you thinking? How did you not like die? And he just looked at me with this really sly grin, and he goes, you just can't panic. You just can't panic. And I watched somebody like do that, like demonstrate that to the nth degree. It was pretty crazy. So we're going to talk about some tools tonight to not panic. All right. First of all, I'm since I've already mentioned the microwave thing. What time did we got? The microwave thing. The best thing for blocking EMF stuff on your person, besides your personal shielding, is a piece of really good shungite. And shungite works great for negating a bunch of stuff. I usually keep a piece on my body or around me. I definitely have a piece by my bed at night. And the other thing that you can do with your bedroom is paint the bedroom walls with EMF blocking paint, and then paint back over them. Super, super good, man. When you're awake during the day, you're projecting, you're keeping a lot of stuff off of you. When you're at night, and you're sleeping in your deep dream state, you're as open as you can get. So having a really blocked off, safe little space to at least sleep in peace as much as you can is a really great thing. Jinsen Jitsu. This is just my go-to, man. And if you've been on here for the whole road, hey Grant, what's up, man? And Grant says they sell EMF blankets as well. Yes. Great idea, man. I wanted to come up with a line of clothes that were like the cloth was infused with shungite somehow, but haven't really materialized that yet. So Jinsen Jitsu, and I brought this up to you before, but like I've been practicing for 50 years, and I can't tell you anything that is easier, like more bang for the least amount of buck than Jinsen Jitsu. And it's a whole system of energy moving through the body and keeping your energy flows open. There's some similarities to acupuncture and that kind of scenario. A Japanese guy developed this technique a while ago, and his students are all over the world now, and it's an amazing technique. One of the sections in that book is called The Depths, and basically that's talking about balancing your emotional states. And what happens with, like, you get panicked, and all of a sudden you're in fear. You create this little jag in that flow, that as that flows around, every time it goes by, it sort of exacerbates, and the next thing you know, you're out of control. And when you're in that mode, when you're in unbalanced mode, you're not making good decisions. You're making decisions based on faulty reactions rather than true information. So this is related to your hands and using your hands. If you're naturally right-handed, you would use this hand to grab your fingers, right? So you just wrap your hand around your thumb, your first finger, and these relate to a whole list of things: organs, mental states, a whole bunch of different things. But what we really want to focus on here is your emotional state. And when you grab your thumb, you're dealing with worry. Your first finger, you're dealing with fear. Middle finger, you're dealing with anger. And your fourth finger, you're dealing with grief. So super easy. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to like put intent behind it, although that helps and amplifies it if you want to. But you can be sitting there watching a movie and holding your thumb. You can be meditating and holding your thumb. You can be like, oh yeah, one last one. Thumb in the middle, hand wrapped around the hand, and that balances all your emotions at once at the same time. You can be talking on the phone, and the key to all of this, and to be able to live in wizard space all the time, is to just remember these little tricks that you have and combine them like into sets of stuff. Like we do a Tibetan bowl meditation, a group of us every Friday morning, and while we're in the bowl meditation, that's one of the few chances I get to actually sit there and participate and be the person receiving. And while they're playing the bowls, and I'm just soaking that in, every single time I'm like doing different fingers, and like I'm just sitting there meditating, holding my fingers, and boom, you're done. All you have to do is sit there and hold your thumb for about 10 or 15 minutes, and you're better. And the people that use it all the time really, 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 really notice it. And the more you use it, the better it gets, and the quicker the effect happens. And it's not, if you're worried about something and there's reason to be worried about something, it's not going to make the reason go away, but it's going to make your worry come down, which is not a state you can you can find a good solution out of. So being able to balance that and bring that down into a stable, balanced, normal state gives you the opportunity to deal with it in a frame of mind where it's not panic and catastrophic, and it's just life that needs to get dealt with. So Jinjin Jitsu, amazing, amazing, amazing. While we're on the subject of rocks and minerals, I do have another mineral that's a super favorite for mine. Maybe it's because of my original natural coloring, but amethyst is really amazing for taking things down to a cool place. I've got a really ginormous amethyst geode, and when I'm like totally stressing, man, my head goes right in there, and I turn on Brian Eno's Music for Airports. And I'm good at it. Yeah, so the amethyst is really cool no matter what, but the deeper the purple color is, the better that is. And having a piece of shungite and a piece of amethyst on you, during the day, pretty good way to help keep things cooled out and shielded up. Amethyst has, since it's actually quartz, which is iron and other stuff in it that makes the purple. That quartz is programmable like really good. So in addition to just having its natural thing, charging it up with keeping it smooth and like makes it all like a lot better. Okay, and last but not least, see how we do it for time. Okay. Last but not least, breathing exercises have become a real obsession of mine. And one of the first ones I learned was a 4-4-4 box breathing, right? So that's 4 breaths inhale, 4 breaths hold, 4 breaths exhale, 4 breaths hold. And some people do a 6-8 breath, four, uh, 6-4-8-4. But I like the 4-4-4, like super simple. So you would inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, and just repeat that. And just keep repeating that, repeating that. You know, the Army teaches Army Rangers this technique to like keep them cool in battle. This super works. It really, really works, man. You're sitting in traffic, not moving anywhere, and you're boiling and like and you want to road rage and all that, and just sit there and like bust this technique out, and it'll chill that out to a large degree. Oh yeah, I could feel the lurkers in the woods peering through the trees. Oh, you're not that sneaky. Oh yeah, okay. All right, we'll go that way. Um, let's make some sacred space and get started on some energy work. All right. So my friend Leah and I did a yoga sound bath event last weekend at local yoga studio, and part of what we do is, you know, use the ball and go around and do energy work on each person, and like this ball has been with me for about 30 years, and I love this ball, but this ball is wants to escape, man. And when you get it cranked up and it's like in the middle, if you're not like really aware, it will jump right out of your hand. And Leah experienced that this weekend, and her face was pretty funny, man. It was like, oh no, it like left. All right, here we go. We're gonna start some sacred space. With the light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. With the brilliant, radiant light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. With the brilliant light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. Our group of happy seekers comes together tonight to create our energetic connection and create our sacred space, our sanctuary, a place of safety and light. We ask that the angels and our guides be with us this evening and share with us their wisdom and knowledge and their love of the source. We ask that we have eyes to hear, eyes to see, ears to hear, and the wisdom to understand. And with absolute gratitude for all of it, the good, the bad, and especially the ugly. Infinite, unconditional love. and our wish for bliss to the source, we open our circle. All right, let's just get down to a nice meditative state, and then we'll jump into some neuroplasticity. All right, we're going to ride down to zero space. We're going to inhale with our nose. We're going to draw with our solar plexus. And we're not just going to be drawing air, we're going to be drawing bright, gold, warm, radiant, healing energy. And as you draw it in, let it just filter down through your whole body, out into your light body, brighten up your aura. If you have a specific ailment that you're working on, focus on that, send that juice to there. And if not, let it just benefit you overall, just generally. All right. So here we go. Inhale in through the nose. Really fill yourself up. When you think you're full, add a little more. And release. Sound of the world going away. Becoming distant. And going deeper. No mind. No thoughts. Deeper. Silence. Inhale. Bright gold energy. Make it count. And release. Sinking deeper into the stillness. No future, no past, no time. Deeper. Silence. All right, last one. We're going to hold this one at the end for about 30 seconds, okay? Just hold it and stay in zero space. Here we go. Inhale, make it count. Full as you can. More. And release. Deep into the blissful stillness. Deep, deep silence. $15. And breathe fully. Stay in that zone. Super relaxed. All right. What we're going to work on tonight is called neuroplasticity. It comes in 4 parts, 4 breathing parts. The first part is, and normally I do things in a 4-sided box, but we're going to do triangles tonight. And the first one is about activating your energy and activating the programs inside you that have been running since you were a child. And we're going to make those accessible. And that will be with a breath sequence of 4 in, hold for 7, and 8 out. We'll do 3 each, but if you decide to do this yourself, extend those to at least 7 repetitions for each of them. Okay. All right. Then the next one will be about writing a new program to overwrite that one. And I use the example at the beginning of the show, like if you're trying to manifest abundance and it's just not happening despite all your best efforts, you've got programs running in there that are affecting your deepest belief system that doesn't believe those words. So we're going to open that up and get rid of those, but you need to replace that with what you want. So it's time to pull that desire out. And that sequence will be a 6-2-4 sequence. So 6 inhale, 2 hold, and 4 exhale. We'll do that for 3 times. Then the last one is integrating that new program into there and making it not just a desire, but an actual solid thing. And that will be with an 8 inhale, 4 hold, and an 8 exhale. And then the last one will be a really good one. And it will be about cementing that and making that permanent so that it doesn't go off. And that one will be with a 10-10-10. That'll be a 10 inhale, 10 hold, 10 exhale. All right. All right, so we're gonna start with the first one, the 4-7-8. And while we're doing this, I just want you to actually don't even think about it yet. Just stay with me, okay? And just stay relaxed and stay in 0 space as much as you can. All right, stillness. All right, here we go. All right, the way I count the holds, and I'll do this for all of them, like it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'd do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I let the word exhale count for the 2 count. All right, so make sure that you hold all the way through the word exhale and start the exhale when I start the exhale count. All right, so here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Pay attention to how you're feeling. All right. Now I want you to focus on your replacement desire. And this will be the 6-2-4 sequence. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest. Man, I really love these. Okay. Now the next sequence, you don't really have to think about anything. Now that you've planted that seed, this next sequence will start to cement that into your fabric, into your light body. And this will be the 8 inhale, 4 hold, 8 exhale. And on this exhale, I want you to hum a really deep, resonant hum. Okay? Here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Okay, yummy. All right, so this is the last one. This will be our 10, 10, 10. So it'll be 10 inhale. I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, and then exhale 10. And again, do a deep resonant hum. We want to like stimulate the vagus nerve and boost nitric oxide in there. All right. And this will be cementing that desire into permanence. All right, here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Screwed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. Make it count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. That's a really great sequence. I love that sequence a lot. Like it's already juicing me really good. And you give those 7 repetitions a piece and you get some consistency, where you don't have to think about what you're doing so much. Really super cool. I'm definitely going to be putting this up on the Patreon page, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. All right, I was afraid of this. We're running a little bit long. Anybody looking for a reading out there? Now would be the time to get yourself on the list. And I'd love your feedback on that breathing sequence, and I'd love to know how it felt and what your thoughts are about it. Okay. All right. So my teacher's getting to hang out with a really great friend of his, a longtime a longtime friend and one of his most favored apprentices, and he lives in another state, so they don't get to visit very often, and they've been hanging out. And I think they lurked around on the last show, and I thought it was pretty funny. So anyway, here's an angel card reading for Stell. Shout out to Stell. All right. Words of wisdom for my friend Stell. Words of wisdom for my friend Stell. Words of wisdom for Magistellus. All right. Number 50. The angel of universal medicine. Oh, that's just, yeah. Yeah. All right, let me bring up the little reading things here, man. Let's see what we got for Stell. You have learned to cope with your dilemmas and the compromises they demand. Your experiences have melted together and formed wisdom and discipline. You are on the right path. Stay the course. Listen to what others have to say and do not be obstinate. Keep your eye on the prize and know that you have everything it takes to succeed. Know thyself, respect thyself, walk your own path. Defend your spirit without compromising. Be honest. Preserve your spirit. Keep mentally, physically, and emotionally fit, and your spirit will naturally guide you. Preparation and attention to detail ensure your success against any challenges, and you will be victorious. You have tremendous vitality, attractiveness, and charm to both sexes. Follow the flow of your highest purpose. Have the foresight and courage to turn away from that which is not right for you. Meet your future with an unshakable stance. Yeah, okay. These angels, man, if you only knew how like absolutely appropriate that was. All right, Alana, you're up. Focus really hard for me. Take 3 nice breaths and just sink in. Words of wisdom for my good friend Alana. Words of wisdom from my good friend Alana. Words of wisdom from my good friend Alana. All right. Number 36. The angel of inner and outer work. Ah, yes, I know this one so well. Acknowledge when you are lost, when there is one problem after another, nothing runs as it should, and you don't have a clue what to do. When you are unclear, you procrastinate. When you become bored, you can easily be persuaded to go in the wrong direction. You resort to taking risks to relieve the boredom, financial, emotional. Your most basic qualities of caution, skill, and foresight are in direct opposition. Sometimes a risk is justified depending on the projected. Wow, yeah, I know what they're talking about. Depending on the projected results. But if the risk is the result of an addictive desire for excitement, then troubles can arise from recklessness or doing things at the wrong moment. Be self motivated, be objective, and take command of your inner and outer world. Organize things in your life. Begin to communicate your inner desires, and the results will be healing, inspirational, and enriching. This card, the tarot card that goes with this, is the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles represents lasting, abiding abundance, the kind of abundance you can't spend all at one time, like Elon Musk kind of abundance, the kind that you are that you can pass on to your heirs and descendants. That card talks about material wealth, but that card also speaks to abundance is something that flows from your inside first. Anyway, this is a really good card, and yeah. All right, Natalie, focus for me, please. Hey, focus. Okay, words of wisdom for my good friend Natalie. Words of wisdom for my good friend Natalie. Words of wisdom for my good friend Natalie. Ah, yes. Number 58, the angel of mental force. Yeah, they're loud tonight, man. You guys, okay. Being a jack of all trades leads to workaholism, which is just as devastating to love and creativity as any other excess. You can forsake everything for the sake of one. You impose standards and values on others that they can't and shouldn't live up to. In doing so, you stifle and suffocate those who care about you and support you. You will go much farther with the active support and encouragement of those around you. You have the discipline to work long and hard, but you lose sight of the big picture, obsessing about details that don't matter. You get caught up in the drudgery of meaningless exertion. The race continues at a slow, steady pace. Your skill is in recognizing the broader scope Yeah. Stand back occasionally to view the whole scene like you're an objective observer, like it's not even your scene, but it's somebody else's. Um, and make any minor adjustments along the way. Visualize a detailed picture of the completed project. Always strive to learn more and to gain more experience and practice, practice, practice. You will learn to focus on your ambition and extend the effort necessary to succeed. So, the tarot card for this is the Three of Pentacles. That's where you've achieved a level of expertise in your field, and you're getting rewarded for that. But when you're at the top of the heap, there's always somebody looking to take you down. So even as you're enjoying some measure of success there, make sure that you're always innovating and moving your whole game to the next level and not just staying where that's at. All right. And let's see. I think last but not least, the radiant spectra. All right. Words of wisdom from my very good friend Spectra. Words of wisdom from my very good friend Spectra. Words of wisdom from my very good friend Spectra. Ah, number 5, the angel of healing. Completion and a new beginning. You have succeeded, perfected your art, and you will feel balance, satisfaction, and joy. Make plans to enjoy the fruits of your hard work. Romantically, you could be forming sound foundations. It will be a rich and satisfying match. Your mind is buzzing, creative, and sharp now. Seeds you planted begin to bear fruit. Rewards will be received for your past efforts, and abundance will be the word of the hour, and prosperity rules. Meet and beat your present challenge, and you will feel a sense of completion, the welcome regeneration when opposite energies finally harmonize. Yeah. These moments are a deep soul cleansing. Celebrate and be generous with your treasure. Show appreciation to those who supported you. Give yourself permission to be your biggest self. All of you, give yourself permission to be your biggest self. Allow your higher spirit to assist you in lending assistance to others. Life is a beautiful celebration. Embrace it at every turn of the road. You are a seeker on the path, enjoying the comfort of being spiritually centered, secure in the knowledge of actions, completing the karmic contract. Your course has been established and proven. Feedback is excellent. Let there be celebration. Yeah, there you go. Woohoo. Awesome. All right. Well, we made it through another one, guys. Yeah. Let me just scroll back and make sure I'm not missing anybody. Yeah. The magic hour, and always bring a towel. Watch The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay. Well, I guess we come to the end of this excursion. Um, they always seem like they take forever and the blink of an eye at the same moment, man. And they roll around. Mondays roll around really fast. So you'll find me back here next week, and I hope I find all of you guys. I really like. I love our family. I really do. I really love our family, and I love seeing you guys grow and like get happier and feel better and learning. And oh man, it just does my poor old decrepit heart good. So, as always, hit that like and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below. Share this thing with anyone that you might think would benefit from doing some weekly energy work. And, as always, my hope is that you feel better at the end of the show than you did when you show up. So, hope that's the case tonight. Certainly is for me. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. And until then, have a wonderful, wonderful week and stay good. We joyously close our meeting and send everyone back on their happy way. We thank the angels and our guides for their light and their wisdom and for sharing our sacred space with us. And with absolute gratitude for all of it, the good, the bad, and especially the ugly. And with infinite unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source. Until next week, we close our circle. Be in the light.